Yo, I thought I had the countdown on, but I obviously did not. So that is my bad. What is up, everybody? What is up? What do we got cracking? Let me frame this out. I got beautiful framing. Beautiful framework. What is up? Me and you need to collab. Like when Ja Rule and Bobby Brown dropped a track together. Thug lovin', no tutti fruity.
Fruity.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, what up? Yo, what up, Adrian? Adrian Will. Dry turkey. You're a strange dude, Dry Turkey, but I like you. Marco, does this card this weekend feel like the biggest boxing? It does, doesn't it? It does. Now, somebody pointed out a card from the 90s that matched this one. I forget which fucking card that was, though. Did the alert go out? It did. Good. Okay. Well, that's good. The alert went out. I don't know if there's other people live right now that are competing against me, but fuck it. Big shout to my man, the myth, the legend, Dry Turkey, helping us get toward this stupid goal today. Appreciate you, Mr. Turkey. What do I call you? Turkey? Dry? What's your real name? Jesse? Whatever. Appreciate you. What up, Mo? Don King. Yeah, that's what it was. Who was on that card, Mo? I believe that's it. I believe that's it. Who was on that card? Must have been a donkey. You guys know. You guys are smart. We had a dope live last night. You guys missed it. Well, not Mo did, but the revenge rematch. Let's see. Let's see possibly the greatest card of all time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Look at who's on the front right there. Who the fuck is that? Chavez. Who is that? Corte? Julian Jackson, Azuma Nelson? Oh, shit. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, here we go. Nelson versus Leha 2. Dope, but, a little out of their prime. Brown versus Norris. Dope. I believe Norris knocked his ass out. Okay. McClellan Jackson 2. Fire. Randall Fire. That was Chavez coming off his first ever loss. Official loss, not technical loss. So that's all we got. One, I don't know. These two right here are out of control. McClellan Jackson, Randall Chavez. Those are out of control. That's out of control too. Guys, you might be right. That might have been the dopest card of all time. Because the only one out of this card, who's on this card now? Let's see. I always forget. I know Bivol, which is a rematch. February 22nd, boxing. Trying to find the fucking card. Here we go. Who's on the fucking thing? Parker Dubois. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. I feel like the rematch card might have been better. It might have been better. Drunk Irishman, what up, blood? Or should I say, what's the crack? If you're actually Irish from Ireland, you might just be like American Irish. I'm going to have to go back and watch that card. Well, Chavez had just lost for the first time ever. He was 91-0. And not only does Frankie Randall, trivia question, let's see who gets it first. I'm going to count to 10. What was, do not Google this because we got to play fair here. You're going to get 10 seconds on the clock. What was Frankie Randall's famous creative nickname? 10 seconds. Go. All right, let's see. See? Nobody fucking said anything. 14 of you, nobody could tell me Frankie. Frankie Randall's nickname was the Surgeon. Frankie the Surgeon Randall. So Frankie Randall had just beaten Chavez for the first time ever. Chavez was 91-0. Now, we all know that Meldrick Taylor and Pernell Whitaker should have beat Chavez, but they didn't officially. And not only did Frankie Randall beat him, but he sat him on his ass. He put his ass in the seat like he was in church. Beautiful. Stanky Frankie. That's funny. My boxing knowledge is a bit off, so I wouldn't have known. Okay. And then Julian Jackson versus Gerald McClellan was bananas because both guys were considered the hardest punchers in boxing and possibly already in that whole era. So you had the two hardest punchers in boxing and in the fucking golden era squaring off, not once, but twice. And the truth was, Julian landed a couple shots, never really shook G-Man, but G-Man, man, he fucking did damage. He did damage. The Surgeon, due to his precise and technical fighting style. Absolutely. Roy versus G-Man. Well, we got it in the amateurs. And although G-Man won one, Roy won one. Roy told me personally he thought he won both. Jabber. What's up? How you pronounce it? Resimob? I'm going to have to say Larry Holmes, man. And Larry Holmes, I tell you people this all the time. He had a very specific jab. Most jabs are supposed to come from here and then straight, right? Straight. So you just bend your elbow and twist. Bend your elbow, twist. That's a jab. But Holmes would do this. He would keep it here and he would flip it. He would flip it like this. Whop! Whop! So Holmes' jab was like hitting you right in your cabbage with a wet mop. That's what Holmes was doing. And it was, effective. Tyson Fury throws some of those punches. That's why people were like, oh, his gloves, because he throws his punch, his hand's relaxed. See, in boxing, you're supposed to relax your hand until impact. Big shout to my man, the myth, the legend, TJ Rich. Hit me with an extra. Bobby and Ja mixed cocaine and champagne with music. Bobby Brown and who? Who'd you say before? Who do you remake? I forgot who you said. You're saying Ja, and now I'm thinking Ja Rule, but that was way before his time. Dr. Stillhammer. It sounds like some phallic porn shit. I'm not into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could see the opening scene, like, knock, knock. She's like, yes. And he's like, I'm here with my steel hammer. She's like, come on in. I'm not into it. But that's cool. That's cool. Everybody has their own opinion. Most of the fighters, Don King's. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think Don King's card might be doper. But the problem is we're looking back at that card now historically. Historically, this card can't fuck with that card. But if Dubois, for example, turns out to knock out Usyk, let's say, and be like the man, even though we already beat Usyk, lost Usyk, quit to him. So it's hard to look at a current fighters who are current. That's why I always tell you guys I don't compare current fighters to legends. We look at that card now, and Julian Jackson is known as one of the hardest punchers, if not the hardest puncher pound for pound ever. G-Man is too, although sometimes people don't give him his props because his career ended so early. Liston had a hard jab, Turkey. Not a great one, a hard one. That's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right. This shit would knock people down, but Holmes was like a fucking whip. Holmes was like Indiana Jones's whip. Whoop-up! Whoop-up! Fury didn't have a powerful jab that was effective at disrupting his opponents. Yeah. Nah, it was Ja Rule and Bobby Brown did a remix. What was the song called? Not on Humping Around. Humping Around was like in the 90s. Yeah, Bayonne Bleeder, but Turkey, that's like a mocking nickname. That was being made fun of. That's not like some impressive, um, high stature shit. The Bayonne Bleeder. Those of you don't know, Bayonne's here in, well, I'm not in Jersey, but Jersey's right next to me. It's in Jersey, New Jersey. Lennox job was dope. Especially when Lennox, yeah, man. No, Lennox's job was dope. Of course, the king, Muhammad Ali, that's where Larry got his job. Ali's job, but he whapped it. He whapped it. And why? Because he was moving. You can't land straight with your knuckles if you're on the move. You have to whap as you're moving. Whap. I would do both. I would sometimes backhand whap people. And sometimes I would step in with a hard jab. Boom. And I know you're getting bored. Is that the song? That Ja Rule and Bobby? I don't even know that fucking song. And now you're gonna make me look it up. Ja Rule, Bobby Brown, Thug Lovin'. All right, now I gotta listen to this. Hold on. Now you gotta make me listen to this. Maybe I will know it once I hear it. He's saying, I know you're getting bored dealing with him, but it sounds like he's saying, I know you're getting bored dealing with Sam. Sounds like he's saying S. I don't really remember that song. It's kind of whack, but it's dope, but it's whack. Bobby, that was the last skinny, mobile Bobby we saw 20-something years ago. He was still thin. He was fucking humping the ground. Shit. Mark, what do you think about better Ryan's left or Wilder's right? Ooh. Ooh. Good fucking question, young man. Gotta go with Deontay's. Ryan's is snappy, but Deontay knocked out all 41 of his first fight. All 41. Deontay went 41-0, knocking out everybody. He went 42-0, but you got to go with that. But good question. Original track called Thug Love. Yeah. I just looked at it. Kid Dynamite was dope, but he abandoned that quick and just went to Iron Mike. Kid Dynamite's dope though. What's up, Anthony? Straight NyQuil. Hell yeah. NyQuil, Ambien. Deontay Wilder, I believe, would take his glove. He was accusing Fury of cheating. Shit. I think he would take his glove. I think he would dip it in chloroform. And there's whap hit dudes. They'd just be like, that shit was unbelievable how hard he hit. I bet Parker versus Dubois is likely. And yeah, Dubois knocking Parker out. Absolutely. What up, Isaiah? Big up to Chelsea and Texas. I won't front, Isaiah. You sound a little bit like you don't sound like you're from New York. No disrespect. You spent a lot of time in Texas. I'm not saying you sound like you're from Texas. You got a little twang, though, but you're not like, hey, how y'all doing, Marco? Like, you don't sound like that, but I'm just saying. Weird. You guys know Lowe? My man, Lowe knows boxing. He sounds straight from fucking Chelsea. He's from Chelsea. Or from LES. I think Chelsea. But the motherfucker grew up half his life in Philly. So, go figure. But Philly and New York accents are similar. Yeah, Parker ain't stopped. Nah, Parker is only even in this fight because he fought a shot, old, and basically retired in their head Wilder and Zhang. He fought those two. Come on. Him beating Wilder was impressive. I'm not even trying to like be funny. I'm not trying to shit on anybody. Wilder didn't throw one punch. Wilder didn't throw one punch. It looked like somebody took a mannequin, put it on roller skates and just pushed it around the ring. He was just spinning around the ring. That's not impressive to me. And Zhang too. Zhang didn't throw shit. Not impressive. Not impressive to me. Caballero. Yeah, I think Caballero's going to knock Zhang out. I think he's going to work that big body. Okay, now you're going to make me read Bulgarian. Here we go. Marco. Why is all the O's? Koiste. Fuck. Koiste povedi. Vino ili. Oh, Bivol ili Beterbiev. Okay. Who will win? See how long that took me? By the way, that's how bad my Bulgarian reading is. Who will win, Bivol or Beterbiev? I got Bivol. I'm going for Beterbiev, my man, but I got Bivol winning. Искам Beterbiev да победи, обаче Bivol, аз мисля, че той ще победи. I think Bivol, sorry, I just had to spit some Bulgarian. Bivol's high work rate is going to win. He's just going to have a higher work rate and take him. Because here's the thing with Beterbiev. Beterbiev, when punches are thrown at him, he stops, he keeps his hands up. He waits for you to finish your flurry, then he responds. He very rarely punches with you, right? At least because Bivol's so fast. He might do it with people who are slower, but with Bivol, he wasn't punching with him. Bivol's like, and then Beterbiev would try and swing him. Bivol will be out, be pieced out. So Bivol just throws more punches and moves more. He's going to get the victory. But I'm hoping Beterbiev wins. Stop making me read Bulgarian. Who you going for? These are Eastern European brothers. He beat Zhang. Who beat Zhang? Let me go down here. You guys are killing me. See, that reading that Bulgarian made me take fucking half an hour. Yeah, Wilder didn't start throwing until he was almost over. Barely. Even then, barely. Shit was whack. Wop. What up? He won the first one in my eyes. Who? Who won the first one in your eyes? No disrespect, but the language looks very confusing to understand. I'm not. Try reading Japanese. You think Bulgarian's hard? Try Japanese. So you think Bivol is just going... Yeah. That's all he has to do. I think he's going to up his work rate. That's all. If he just would have upped it a little bit in the first fight, he would have got that victory. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on a second, sorry. All right, my bad. Bivol won 7-5 clearly. Bivol won clearly. Okay, Bivol. You know what? I'm okay with that. I can't predict that, Lewis. Can you? Who you got? I can't predict it. I guess I'll lean towards Madrimov if you put a gun to my head, but I don't know. Japanese kanji is hard to read. The rest isn't too hard to pick up. All right. Oh, get out of here. You're just smart. You're smarter than me. I'm up for Bivol as well, Marco. Love the pendulum in and out, as you know. I'm Bulgarian myself. Is that how you fight? You fight like that? Do you have the typical like Pulev kind of hopping up and down, high guard style? The Soviet, because we basically, us Bulgarians, for the most, we use the Soviet style. It's all we use that Soviet style. It's President's Day. We gotta honor Ike. Ike, he means Ike. Ike, yeah, pooch. Hiranga and Katana aren't too bad. Okay. We use that a lot in the amateurs here. Yeah. I would I would mix. You got to mix styles. You can't just do one style. Madrimov wins at least 9 rounds minimum. Damn. Okay. I feel like Bivol thought he already won the fight and he slowed down. No, he was getting a hit, Wop, and the reason why I gave it to Beterbiev And I'm okay with Bivol winning too. I'm not going to sit there and say you don't know boxing or whatever. The reason I gave it to Beterbiev is because Bivol on numerous occasions retreated and was literally, tell me if I'm wrong, anybody in here, 1 or 2 punches away from going down. Like the shots, he was feeling them, and he wasn't hurt, but he knew 2 more shots, he's going to get hurt, and he just retreated, not throwing punches, backpedaling. If he eliminates that, the bunch of times he did that, he would have won the fight, in my opinion, clearly. But he felt some of those shots, and he was like, fuck this, I'm out. I got this crazy Shakur theory. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. There you go. You know, you're going to, but I still want to ask you, Roy Jones, hook, well, come on. Well, what are we asking here? Wilder's right knocked out more people, but Roy Jones' hook was just more spectacular. I guess Wilder's right. See? This shows you guys I'm balanced. Wilder's right is just probably the most spectacular punch in history. Has to be. It has to be. He knocked people, I mean, 1-punch knockouts. Not like Roy would knock people down 1 punch, but a lot of times he would just overwhelm them. Wilder's was just 1 whop. If Bivol gets his work rate up and doesn't just high guard and block punches that hurt him through the... Yep. That's what I'm saying. Super hyped. Yeah, me too. Me too. Conscious gains. Nah, I don't think he retreated as much as y'all say. That's because you wanted him to win. Yo, in that picture, Keyhawn, you look like you have pigtails. No, is that just me? You look like you have pigtails. And whatever. I'm hating because I'm bald, but fuck it. Wow, their KO versus Dominic dude was scary. Yeah, that was really scary. A bunch of them were fucking crazy. Shakur's hand injuries got it. We'll see. We'll see. His hands look jacked the fuck up. He looks like the Thing from Fantastic Four. Just his hands. Like he has one of those. You know, they sell those Hulk smash hands, or they sell those Thing. Like he looks like he's wearing one of those toy Thing smash hands. The whole card is awesome. And I also got Madrimov against Virgil. Okay. Прекрасно. Прекрасно. Аз не знам кой ще победи. What's good, Robert? You hating as a youngin with a... I am. No, I am. Shakur is a southpaw. He is. But if you pay attention to how he signs autographs, he uses... Ooh. No. He might be a right-hander in life. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask him right now. I'm going to ask him right now on live with you guys. Let's see. He usually responds to shit like this. Okay, here we go. Shakur. Hey, are you right-handed in life and just fight southpaw? Or are you lefty for everything? All right, there we go. I just sent it. There you see. Shakur. All right, so let's see. Remind me before the stream ends to check to see if he responds. He actually responds quite quickly when he responds. He doesn't always. So, all right, you guys are burying me here. What do we got? I used to have those. Dr. Wang. Hello, Mark. Another great day to be alive. Yeah. When you were fighting, did you work on... Did I work on...
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife.
Holy shit. That's like my Spider-Rico, this fucking guy. Oh, no. You got me reading this shit? I don't know if I could do it. It'll take me all day. Nikoi ne znaje Biskia 50. Nobody knows. Aku doidish do Sofia. If I come to Sofia, Lishni Stetne. Lishni Stete. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Sorry, it takes me too fucking long. What do we got? Zakaria. That is a dope fucking name. Zakaria. Welcome. I love the picture, the crown, the name, all of it. I assume you're not a woman, although it sounds like a woman's name, but it also sounds like some shit that rules a country. Welcome. Beterbiev will KO in between 5 and 7. I hope so. I don't see that happening though, but I hope so. I hope you're right, Zakaria. Shakur might not even be a southpaw. He might be pretending when he fights. Nah, he's not. Pretending. He just fights southpaw. We is me. If you come to Sofia, DM. Yeah, no, I understood what you said. Bulgodria. If I come to Sofia, I will. I don't think that's happening anytime soon, but my kids want to see it, see the motherland. My mother if my mother passes away, I gotta go there and take care of shit. Which, whatever. Okay. I just depressed the show. Well, random question, but did you ever see the Truman Show? I did. Yes. I don't remember that much about it, but I saw it. Yeah. Marco Wilder had real power in that right hand because he was knocking out guys who were heavier than him. I've been saying that, Dwayne. 210-pound guy knocking out 250 on the reg. Yes, Jim Carrey. Bivol ran the last 2 rounds. Yeah. It's the motherland, baby. You got your motherland, Neon. I got mine. The fuck? What's up? What's up? Ian, when you gonna give us some footage? You boxing? I want to see what you. I want to see what you doing. I was gonna say what you're working with, but then that sounds like extremely.
Tutti frutti.
Imagine if he was a cruiser. Yeah, man. My motherland is Indiana. Man, I would fuck. I'm sorry, this is gonna sound mean, but I would hate to live in fucking the Midwest. Hate it. You know the worst? Indiana, whatever, Ohio, okay. Like Nebraska. Holy shit, that'd be or like Idaho. Wow. When you grow up in New York City and like you go to towns like that, you want to get you look like you're looking at a Yeti or Loch Ness Monster. You're looking at this like, how do these people? And then you notice within the first day, you see all the same fucking people circling the same block. I want to get the fuck out of there as soon as possible. Let me spar you so you can see it. Damn. Why you want to fight me? Thought we're boys. I heard there's nothing but potatoes in Idaho. Shit. I don't know. I'm never like, let's say I get mad rich and I could travel. There's few places that's one place I would never go. Unless like I'm for work, like let's say I'm calling a fight there, but nobody's gonna fight in Idaho. Unless you get like, look, Bud brought some shine to Omaha. Maybe there'll be some dude out of Idaho. I don't even know what the capital of Idaho is. Potatoeville? I don't know. City life doesn't exist west of Chicago. Yeah, I couldn't believe I was from Indiana. I've been through Idaho, Wyoming. I've been to Montana once. It was beautiful, but like, wow. So boring. Like, it's like a vacation spot for like maybe a weekend or a week or two, but no more. The only thing I know about Indiana's basketball team, yep, Larry Bird, French Lick. I knew a dude from Eon, a fighter I knew well was from Terre Haute, Indiana. Implying San Francisco and LA aren't. Yeah, of course they're big. And from Nebraska, Crawford. Yeah, well, Crawford put Omaha on the map for now. Didn't he have a fight there recently? Or did he just have? No, he didn't fight in Omaha, did he? Or did he? Okay, let's find out. I don't think he did, but let's find out. Did Terrence Crawford ever fight in Omaha? The answer is yes. He fought there multiple times. Crawford versus Beltran. Oh, wow. Back in 2014. Crawford versus Gene. I don't know who that is. And Molina Jr. Okay. So Crawford fought multiple times. Diddy or Diddy? Aha. Diddy or Diddy? What's the scariest knockout you've seen in person? Scariest? I've seen some dudes in sparring get their shit bobbleheaded and then boom. But the fights I've been to, like I saw a Wilder knockout Ortiz. It wasn't scary. I saw Prince Nassim knock out Kevin Kelly. It wasn't scary. It was spectacular, but not scary. He fought Avocado in Omaha. That's not what it just said, and I looked it up. Or unless my top 3 pound for pound at this time. Okay, let's transition there. Usyk, Beltran. Let's see who else. Hold on. My bad. Usyk, Beltran. Oh, Beterbiev, excuse me. Usyk, Beterbiev, Bivol. That's not bad. Apparently you like light heavyweights. Yeah, that's beautiful. Best 3, Usyk, Bud, anyway. I got Benavidez over Usyk. I know, you think I'm crazy, but I do. I do. I got Bam over Usyk. I guess I can't put Tank over Usyk because of the lack of, his resume is not as deep, but Bam and Beterbiev are over Usyk, in my opinion. Who gives a fuck about unification? Like, it's who you beat. Right? It's not what belt you get. It's who you beat that has the belt. That's what's important. Rolly had a belt. You knock out Rolly, you're champion. That doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Noel. You mean talent-wise, right? Because legacy-wise, Benavidez is nowhere close. Yeah. 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 To me, and legacy, what's legacy mean? You're not even going. Legacy is different. Legacy is all subjective. Legacy to me doesn't mean all the belts you won. Because again, doesn't not the greatest fighters have belts. And Benavidez was trying. Benavidez would have been undisputed 4 years ago if Canelo would have fought him, but he didn't. And then we wouldn't even. Then you know what I'm saying? So it's not his fault. You get what I'm saying? Usyk would make easy work out of Benavidez. Well, there are a huge size difference. And I'm not even so sure of that, by the way, but that's a huge size difference. It's not a fair fight. You're talking 2 divisions away from each other. You know what I'm saying? This card's going to be great. This card's going to be great. It's going to be exciting. I'll probably be on BBB. I'll probably be on TBV calling it. I could call it myself, but the few times I've called fights myself, not many people come in. People come in after the fights quite a bit though. But during, I guess they're watching, they don't want to hear. Although I like watching fights because you feel like you're watching it with other people, like who love boxing, because most people don't. What's up, Pharaoh? My Nigerian brother. Legacy is contingent upon your era. Bars. Your opponent and when you fought your opponent, how you beat them is a smart fella. See, Nigerians, man. Anybody who's not American is smart because their school systems and shit. Although I think he grew up here, but whatever. That's true. Matter of fact, not only is that true, but that deserves a bomb. What's up, CJ? This turkey card will be on all day. Yeah, it's a lot of fights. Yeah, that's a lot. That's true. Damn, I'm gonna be pasted for like 5, 6 hours. 'Cause I want to see all the fights. Yeah, wifey doesn't like when I do that shit, but it is now part of my job. So deal with it, woman. You know what I'm saying? I make the calls in this house. I tell her what to do. I run the house. All right. Anybody married knows that that's bullshit. What else we got? What else we got? I haven't seen Rob in a minute. Rob Calico. Smash the like button, guys. It's free. Show your support for the channel. Yes, please. We should have more likes. I don't get that many likes. Like, at all. And I didn't know if it mattered, but I think it does. I think the likes shift the momentum and the algorithm and all that shit. Are you going to do live commentary on all? Nah, I don't know. That's a lot. I want to see you do it. I've seen you on many shorts, and your energy is infectious. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do all of them. I mean, it's like 7 fights. If I was part of the broadcast and getting paid for it, well, yeah, then I would do it. But I don't know. I'll definitely do it for some of them. I have Bivol top 3 because he arguably won that fight and could be undisputed as well. Well, that's what I'm saying. But he also arguably lost the fight. So that eliminates him from my criteria. If you arguably won, that means you arguably lost. Yeah, word up. I mean, she understands now a little better. She used to give me shit for it, but now she understands. Not all that Bivol resume is good. Plus, not much more weight jumping can do after 175. Yeah. Well, you got Cruiser, which is a push, and Heavy's a push. These guys are so big at heavyweight now. Hit the like button. Word up. All you have to do is this. Let me show you. Or, if you're Southpaw, nah, you got to maintain the dynamic of Doug Lovin. Used to make ex-wife sleep on the couch when she was mad. You're upset? I'm not. You adjust. And that's why she's ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? And that is why she's ex-wife.
Got him!
That's okay. Not everybody's built for marriage. This shit is rough. It's work. That's what I just said. I'm not. You're mad. I'm not. You adjust. Is that really what you said to her? Or are you just trying to be funny? Because, goddamn, brutal. Brutal. That's some crazy. Yo, if I said that to my wife, she would, not figuratively, literally choke me out. She would probably jump on my back and just fucking like a little, like a midget attacking. I don't know if he was serious. Were you serious, CJ? You really said that? Nah, I was a wild. You did say it? You said that to her? Like, was it one time? Because I get one time. We all say shit, or every time she'd be mad and you would say that. Was that like a thing in the house? That's wild. That's crazy. I used to like women, just the stamina. They got more stamina than us. You're mad, I'm not, you adjust. That's wild, right? That's some like, oof. But you know what it is? She probably wasn't the right one for you. Because if she was, you probably would have felt the need to bend a little bit. Twice. Okay. That's not that big of a deal. But again, if she was the right one for you, you would have felt the need to bend. Because I don't want to bend half the time I bend, but it's a fucking give and take. I think Bivol beats Beterbiev this time. That's what I said, Lewis. That's what I said. And I think it's going to be convincing. Like, I don't think anybody's going to argue that he lost. Dude told his ex-wife to adjust. Pharaoh, you must be married because you must be married to know how crazy that is. Or you don't even have to be married as long as you're with somebody a long time. When you're with them past that point, when you know that that's it, it's just you and them, saying that shit is out of control. Yeah, see, I know. You know. Try to say that shit to your wife or girlfriend or whatever it is. Oh, married. You said you're married. Try and say that to your wife. Shit. She'll put a root on you. What's that from? I know CJ knows that. Uh-oh, that voodoo bitch. She'll put a root. What's that from, CJ? Come on, tell me. I know you know this. Tell me. Marco, later, can we talk time machine? Yeah, let's do time machine matchups. I love it. Let's do it in a second. Time machine matchups are the dopest segment. Trivia is good too, but the trivia is, I don't know. Justice, total disregard for, yeah, hell yeah, he's nuts. All right. So what else we got? People, talk to me. 31 of you in here. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let's get some more topics out here. Let's get some topics cracking. Mike, but Dubois is still a work in progress. But anybody who quits after getting hit with a jab, I don't trust him. And I saw that Parker's manager was, what's his face, right? Andy Lee, didn't he say it when they did a sit down? He goes, and Parker and Dubois didn't answer it. He goes, what was up? You literally quit after getting hit with a jab. And Dubois' answer was, well, that was a totally different situation. And it was kind of like all awkward. I'm like, I would have kept pressing him. Like, what do you mean? You can't unsee somebody taking a knee from a jab and then not getting back up, just waiting till the referee hits 10. Weird. Have you heard about the grip strength of test of Shakur scoring a low? No. What happened? Speaking of Shakur, let's see if he answered me. Probably didn't, but no, he didn't. Not yet. But he might. Oh, not yet. My bad. I got a phone call. Quote is from Harlem Nights. Yes, it is. Good job. A low grip strength of that number compared to his counterparts gripping. Damn. Well, what's that mean? Grip just means what you could grip. That doesn't really. Does that translate to punching power? I don't think my grip will be very strong. I hit hard too. I have tiny little fucking white boy hands. Look at these. Look how small my hands are. So I don't know if I could grip very strong. But I hit hard. Did you hear people think Shakur is using Capri Suns? No. What would make anybody think Shakur is sipping on the Capri Suns? It affects punching power and accuracy. I don't know about that. I'm just going by my own, like, I know me. And I don't know about that. What up, Mr. E? The stronger the grip, the harder you punch. Well, I've never tested my grip, so maybe that's true. But I had a feeling that my grip won't be that strong because I have tiny fucking hands. I feel like the bigger the hands, the stronger the grip. It's true. You ever watch arm wrestling? Like sometimes I watch arm wrestling dudes, like the pro guys, for fun, and the dudes with the biggest hands are usually stronger. Size of the hand matters, man, with gripping. It just does, because you're covering more circumference. Yeah, it just does. So I think that's almost unfair. Some people have small hands. I know I do. People who sip Capri Suns don't tend to run for 12 rounds. I don't think he's bringing the Capri Suns to camp. But you never know. You never know. Who would have thought James Toney will pop dirty? Or even Big Baby Miller. Like, I get it, but that's because the old stereotype of dudes who are sipping Capri Suns is that they're swole and jacked. They look like bodybuilders, but that's not always the case. Bruce Lee was very emphatic about grip strength. Okay. All the surgeries on Shakur's hands might be taking a toll on him. I didn't know his hands were so jacked up. I mean, it looked like somebody photoshopped his hands. It looked like somebody used a distortion alien app just on his hands. I bet a lot of top boxers are on the juice. That's what they say. They say a lot more people do it than you think. Tony was middleweight fighting as a heavyweight. Yeah, that's true. To increase power, I guess. Please tell Tia you adjust as a joke tonight live stream. I want to see. Well, she has to get mad at me first. I have to be like, fuck you. You mad? Psst, I'm not. You adjust. That's dope, though. Mark, when you're prime, I know you're too big, but hypothetical, if you got in the ring with Shakur, would I be scared? No. I would have been excited. Whenever I stepped in against a former champion, I would be excited because it's like cool. Yeah, I don't know if they make those, but that's what his hands look like. You know, just making people's face look like. Blah, blah, blah. Just got here. What's up, Kobe? I think a lot of pro athletes drink Capri Suns. We know Ryan had a few sips. Now, we don't know if somebody roofied him with Capri Sun or if he bought it from the supermarket himself. But we know he had a couple sips. Shakur has no grip strength. That's what they're saying. I know dudes in rec league, co-ed softball cycling on and off. No, you don't. Rec league? I mean, I've known people cycling too. Just the dudes I know, though, in New York, it's these meatheads, these fucking juice heads, they call them. The gym tan laundry dudes, those kind of dudes. They all take fucking steroids. That's why they're always ready. Ah! I'm telling you, man, I took testosterone once. Not once. I did it I did two. It was once a week. I did it 2 weeks. They tested my testosterone after I had this medical problem, and it was part of it looked like possibly a little low. So they prescribed it to me. They said, you know what? Not that testosterone was low, but some other globulin thing, the red globulin, some shit. And my estrogen was low, which was weird. Apparently, if your estrogen is low, that could be low testosterone. But my testosterone wasn't low. Anyway, they said, try it. It's supposed to improve. I did inject myself in the ass, which is fucking weird. I did it 1 week and then another week. So I did it twice. So a total of 2 weeks. That shit gave me no positive effects. I didn't feel, they say you feel better. You feel like you did in your 20s. Didn't do any of that. It just made me super fucking angry. All jokes aside, I almost threw my mother-in-law across the room. I wanted to, and my Tia too. I remember at one point, I thought in my head I wanted to punch her in the face. Like, that's how, and I remember I picked up something and I was ready to throw it at her. And I never get like that. I've never hit her, never. And then it was like a blanket and it was something. I was like, and I was about to throw it at her. And the last minute, I like threw it, across the room instead. I just really wanted to fucking kick the shit out of people. Numerous people. That's all it did. And that's when I was like, nah. No. No, 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 no. You were a professional boxer. Me? Yeah. What made you just say that? Does juice make you quicker, more explosive? That's what it's supposed to do, yeah. You can try grip strength tester. Why is everyone talking about grip strength? Because they say Shakur failed his or he had a low grip strength score. I don't know. Was there an actual video of it, of him doing it? Like, an NFL player claims he only eats one meal a day, but is super jacked, feasts on caffeine all day. Like, what the fuck? No way. Well, if he's lifting weights, you're gonna get jacked. Doesn't matter what the fuck you're eating. I guess the eating, the protein, and all that helps, but you know what I mean? What up, blood? Has everything to do with fighting? Try punching your hardest with a loosened fist versus a tightly gripped fist. That's true. That's true. But I don't think if you can, as long as you can grip it, like if you have no grip strength and then yes, you're right. That's a fact. That's a fact. If you have no grip strength and you're punching, yeah, it's kind of like what I was saying where Ali would whap his punches. Whap, whap. Those are like a whip, but they're not going to really hurt. They're just going to sting. Similar theory. So yeah, if your hands are so surgeried on and swollen and fucked up that you can't grip tight, yes, you're right. That will affect punching power. You have a point for sure. Intermittent fasting works. I just don't have the stomach. Yeah, I'm not into that either. It's gross. Yeah, Shakur and many other boxers were on the video gripping. Who had the highest one in the video? Let's see the video. Send it. As long as it's not like top rank or something that a flag man could play it. Grip strength has won how many titles in boxing? We don't know. We don't know. But I know dudes with bigger hands hit way harder. NFL team did grip strength. Yeah, I wonder what mine would be. I don't think it'd be very high. My son's grip strength is crazy. Okay, what else we got, people? What other topics besides Shakur's weak grip strength? See if he answered me. I feel like he will. I don't know why. I guess I felt wrong. You know who just liked 2 of my videos? Hip hop heads. Pete Rock and who's the other one? Let me see. I get some cool likes. Yes, we got Pete Rock, and we got Clarissa's man. Papoose liked it and commented on it. And just the other day, we got the Dawn Cartagena. Fat Joe liking my shit. Is there another one? Oh, this one's kind of cool. I think I told you guys. Bill Burr. Why is it not? Focus, bitch. There it is, Bill Burr. Anyway. What do we got? Oh, you gave me the video? Let's see. Hopefully it'll let me play it. Let me see who it is. Who is it? I don't think I can use his shit. Unless, let me see. It's Showbiz's video? Yeah, I'm not going to play Showbiz's video. It's kind of corny. But thanks anyway, guys. Didn't Floyd test dirty before? No. Can anybody in here confirm that Floyd Mayweather ever popped dirty? I don't believe he ever did. What's up, Sean? Sean T. Cute dog. Was a husky, right? Sean T. Yeah, I don't believe he ever. I don't think Floyd. Nah, never, never. I mean, let's not forget Beterbiev tested for high testosterone. Remember that? But again, when it comes to testosterone, there is a range that certain labs set. And I know this because I had mine tested, right? When I told you guys and different labs have different settings. So with some labs, the allowable amount of testosterone for a certain age range could be higher. For other labs, it's lower. So he tested a little higher than that lab's range, but nothing wild. Hype job, damn. Floyd was caught using IVs before the. Oh. And the reason why that matters, one, you need to rehydrate naturally by drinking. Two, they say that IVs help flush Capri Sun testability out your system. So it'll test you and say, oh, it'll be like you never drank the Capri Sun. You never took the little straw, poked it through the little hole, and for me, just imitating that like that, we deserve to get it.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
I didn't need to reenact that whole thing like that. I'm sorry. Manny Pacquiao never tested positive. No. Higher testosterone isn't indicative of PD use. It's not, but it could be. Your diet and other molecular factors contribute. It must be contextualized. True that. True that. But, Pharaoh, it is indicative of PD use because getting testosterone injected in you is illegal and would be a form of a PED. Just the T itself. I'm not talking about the other drugs, but just testosterone, that alone acts as a performance-enhancing drug. So that's what you're not allowed to do. You can't be injecting yourself with testosterone. I don't believe in boxing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's illegal to inject testosterone as a fighter. I think even if you have low testosterone, I believe you might not be allowed to inject it, but I could be wrong. Somebody correct me. Never slurp, I know. What's up, Berto? Bunch of topics, kid. You late. You are late. Does Madrimov beat Ortiz? I can't answer that, my man. Marco, I know I'm still young, but I want to make my own style using a basic style keeper. If I could see you, send me a video, I could help you. It's true, man. You can't be doing that shit. 6'8". What up? Are you actually 6'8"? Is that why you say 6'8"? But either way, welcome. Crawford versus Floyd. But again, Crawford's still active, 6'8". I don't know if you've been in my room much, but it's hard for me to predict winners off fighters who are still active. Crawford could show us that he's better than Floyd over his next 3-4 fights of his career until it ends. But for now, Floyd. Albright just called out Keyhawn Abdullah. Who the fuck is Albright? I've only ever heard of UFC fighters getting exemptions to inject testosterone, never in boxing. Well, if UFC fighters get exemptions, and boxers probably can. Probably if you produce very low lab numbers, maybe they would let you. Some people have very low testosterone. Whose video is it though? It's not fucking. Let me see. I'm not playing other. This is the Zone. No, I'm not doing this. The Zone literally made me lose my old TikTok account. They flagged me. As soon as Turkey came out, I don't know if it was Turkey or them, they fucking flagged me. And I lost my old IG account, my old TikTok account, which was actually making some money. I was pissed. It took me like 5 or 6 months to rebuild it to where I'm even making any money close to it. I lost like 6 months of cheddar because of that. I am posting shit from the Zone. But thank you, Kobe. If you watch if you ever see my videos and some of them are stills, it's the Zone. I'm only doing stills from the Zone because they're gonna fucking flag me. Which is bullshit because I'm just promoting them. I'm showing a 1.5-minute clip after the fight. All that's going to do is make people go to the Zone and watch it, which pays them. It's fucking stupid. They should have hired me instead of doing that shit. All right, sorry, I'm getting pissed. Madrigal beats Ortiz. Would that make Crawford victory that much more special? I don't know, man. That's triangle theory stuff. I don't subscribe to that. Crawford said the tank gave him the recipe to beat Shakur. Schofield said the tank. Okay. Where do you say that? Yeah, I don't know who Albright is either. It's going to be a war? I disagree, Blind Faith. I don't think Zhang is into throwing a lot of punches these days. Mason versus Vargas is a good fight. I think Vargas has a better style. Me or Eddie Hearn? I mean, Eddie Hearn's like 6'5". First off, probably outweighs me by at least 50 pounds. But I think I could take him. How old is Eddie? He's my age. He might be younger than me. Hold on, let me see the age. Eddie Hearn is 45. Yeah, he's 3 years younger than me. I don't know. I know I have more experience, although he had some amateur fights. He fought a little. I don't know how much sparring he's done. I don't know. So it's hard to tell. And he has the immense size advantage, so it'd be hard for me to tell what would happen. We're pretty much the same age, though. So I think Mason beats Emiliano, to be honest. Yeah, I do too. Don't ever admit defeat publicly. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not active anymore. I'm being honest. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. He had a fight with Albright. Who's Albright? Put a link to this Albright guy's box rec so we can look at him. Mason's a brawler as well. No, Mason's the total package. Mason does everything. I guess his chin now is questionable because he went down, but he got up. He was fine. By the way, he was getting clipped last time. Yeah. Hitchens beat Tio. You think he can beat Tio? He can. I don't think he will. Did you hear the Scar talk Bill Haney who gave Crawford their idea? No, I didn't watch it yet. I'm going to watch it tonight. If Emiliano gets trained by a real trainer, he would beat Mason possibly. Who trains him? His dad? Is it just his dad? Does he have somebody else in there? Mason reminds me of baby Sugar Ray Leonard. No. No. I like you, Farrell, but watch your mouth. Sugar Ray Leonard is top 5 greatest fighters who ever lived. Top 10, maybe. No. I don't see that. Mason's different. Very different. I get the compliment, though. Just Fernando. Well, Fernando's a former world champion. I mean, you can't shit on him. Shit. Most fighters aren't being trained by former world champions, so nothing wrong with that. And it's his pops. There's should before he likes. If you are just now tuning in, simply hit the like button. Listen to this man. He's smart. Thank you. Mason's speed will get him caught by someone who knows about timing. Mason's speed will get him caught. No, his speed will catch people is the way that usually works. Bill Haney's a clown. Please, let's stop talking about him. I like Bill Haney. Just tuning in. What's up, Calvin? I probably missed your prediction. I'm concerned that Bivol may not be able to hold off Beterbiev later round surge. I think Beterbiev is going to lose. I think Bivol is going to just up his work rate and put on his tap dancing shoes and stay out of danger. I'm rooting for Beterbiev to knock him out, though. But I do believe Bivol is going to get a decision victory this time that is not arguable. Bill gets too much hate for being an involved father. Well, he's saying he wants to unalive people and, you know, if it doesn't count, if he doesn't be unlived. You know what I mean? It's I get it. He talks a lot. He's stirring the pot for a purpose, but when you stir the pot and when you turn up the burner, yeah, the purpose, people come to the pot, there's eyes on it, you know, they need to turn it off, but the pot's still boiling. And that's just what's part of it. That was a really long, weird cooking analogy, but you get where I'm going with it. The guy that dropped Mason is one of the funniest looking people on the planet. Oh yeah, he had that shag, whatever you call it. I got Shushu too. I am not big on Fulton at all. Funny how they thought he was going to beat NUA. That was the biggest like nationalism shit ever. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It was just because he's American. There's nothing in watching videos of the two of them, even before, to think that he could beat NUA. You know how many times I heard, I'm telling you, he's the man, he's him, he's the one. I'm telling you, if Philly don't play, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. Cool boy, that's a dope name. Bill gets hate for talking at his ass. No one will be able to time Mason. His feet are his superpowers. Watch how he moves in and out rapidly, with rapidity. Rapidly, I think I meant to say. Now you see him, now you don't. He can also go in the phone booth. The versatility is sick. We all hate on T.O. and T.O. Sr., but you missed that. Yeah, it was definitely nationalism. Someone that knows how to freeze his feet will. How do you freeze somebody? Okay, Lewis, I'm going to engage with this. How do you freeze a fighter's feet? And I'm not even being, it's not like a loaded, condescending question. Maybe you could teach me something. How do you do that? Mason Chin is questionable to me. He got dropped twice. That's a fair statement. Yeah, that's not going to happen. What's up, Levon? Marco, what's your limit for NUA? I think he's at his limit. I don't even know if featherweight's going to happen. Right? Because he fought at 22 recently, right? I don't think he's even going to go to featherweight. The motherfucker started at like, what, 108? He's like 5'4". Like, how much weight do you want him to put on? It's going to look like a toddler fighting adults. I got Pacheco. Xander Zayas is a super middleweight? No. Am I like wiling out? I thought he was like a 47-pounder. Let's see. I could have swore he was a 47-pounder. Am I that out of it? Yeah, he's a 54-pounder. Okay, so and he did fight at 47. Okay, good. So I'm not. So nah, they're not in the same weight class. It's Lewis, not Louis. Say Louise for your white ass. What the fuck you talking about? Tim Tszyu versus Xander. Good fight. Good fight. I don't think Tim Tszyu is going to fight him. You don't come off from a knockout like that, and the first guy you fight is an up-and-coming star. What do you got to gain from that? Nothing. Abdullah has slow feet, but super fast hands. Slow feet. Xander 154. Blind is blind. To be honest, it can be both because of the U. Huh? Future fighters. Highlight Marco. What the fuck are you talking about? Mason's chin is good. His chin has heart. He can get dropped. So can any fighter, by the way. And so does every fighter. There's no fighter that's never... I mean, I've heard of a couple random unicorns that have never been dropped in sparring or in a fight, but for the most part, everybody goes down. Every now and then. He got clipped and not dropped. Yeah, it was flash knockdowns. Sources say NUA interested in Nick Ball. I don't like that fight for NUA. He's going up another weight class, and he's fighting a guy who's going to be in his face, and a guy who doesn't bring him a belt, right? Nick Ball's not a champion, is he? Let's see. I don't think he is. I believe he's not, but I could be wrong. 5'2". Jesus, he's a little... Yeah, he's not a champion. He fought for a belt, then he got a draw with Ray Vargas. Yeah, so he never won. See, yeah, so and he's had how many fights? 20. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't do that. And he's dirty, dirty fighter. Feints will do it to them. Maybe. See, maybe you're right. I think Abdullah is too seasoned and experienced to let feints just ruin his footwork, but it's possible. F with Mason. He has boxing ability with killer instinct, unlike Haney and Shakur. That's true. No, I think Shakur doesn't have killer instinct for whatever reason. Haney does. He just doesn't hit hard enough for whatever reason. He's trying to get people out of there, Haney. I disagree with that. He tries. Compared to his hands and his feet. I like the fight for Inoue. You just stated that the belts don't mean anything. Well, it's about legacy, right? So it's not about getting belts, but it's about legacy. So he fights Nick Ball. He beats Nick Ball. What happens? He's at the end of his career. He's undefeated. What happens? He beat a brawler who's looked vulnerable. Who cares? That doesn't give him much legacy, and it doesn't give him a belt. When you're at the end of your career, you got to do. You're fighting for two reasons. Well, three, but they're combined. For belts, which is legacy, and for money. Right? Belts, legacy, money. Nick Ball does none of those. He's not going to be a big payday. He's not going to give him any belts. He's not going to give him legacy. So why fight him? And he's rough. He's dangerous. He could hurt you. He could injure you. It's just a bad business decision, in my opinion. He's a WBA champion. I just looked him up. Doesn't okay? Am I wiling out? Now you're gonna make me do this again. He didn't win the belt the last fight. Is he a super bantamweight? Let's see. Well, oh, you talking like the regular champions and all that crap? Because then I don't count that. I just want the main one. What is he? A super bantamweight, right? Now the WBA champions, my friend. I'm on the website right now, and the WBA. Oh, we're at featherweight. You're talking. Nick Ball, world champion. Okay, you're right. Wow, how come featherweight just has one world champion, yet super bantamweight has a super, an interim, and a gold? That's so weird. So you're right. Nick Ball is a world champion. Who do you win the world championship? Oh, I know what I just missed. BoxRec doesn't show WBA shit because they got this stupid butthurt shit. They got mad at BoxRec, the WBA, or BoxRec got mad at them, so they don't post it. That's why it wasn't there. My bad. Yeah, okay. So he is WBA champ. Okay. So then, yes, I think he should take the fight. If you're going to win a belt, at least, because he's the only champion in that division. It's just one champion. It's Nick Ball, which I don't know how he won it. I guess the last fight was it for the belt. That dude is 5'2". 5'2". God, that's short. Marco, you really be out of ball. Yeah, no, I remember now. It's just when I looked at BoxRec, and then I remember that BoxRec has this weird thing where they don't post any WBA stats. That's so dumb. Like, the money it took them to have their editors and their coders go in and remove all WBA shit, the time and the money that took probably wasn't worth it. It's like, come on. Marco, if Inoue wants to be certified all-time great, no argument, would go up to 25-6. Yeah, I guess. Again, it's not who you beat. It's not what weight belt you win. It's who you beat. And is Nick Ball really looked at as, oh, you beat Nick Ball? I mean, I guess when there's no other names, the only thing you can do is go up in weight classes. That's the only thing you can do is go up in weight classes when there's no big names in or around you. So it's not Inoue's fault. There's no names around him. He could fight Bam. Bam's smaller, but Bam's top 10 pound-for-pound fighter. Fight Bam. Less risky because he's smaller. that as your legacy. Maybe. Then you got people criticizing. Oh, Bam's smaller. Who knows? Yes, I am, Amun. Oh, wait, I might not be tonight, actually. Ball versus Shushu. No, I'm not going to be live tonight. I've got to do date night. Ball versus Shushu. I don't think Ball would fight Shushu, but that'd be dope. What's good, Seth? It's realistic. Isn't Bam, what is he, 118 or 122? He's 118, right? It's only one weight class. Going up in weight class counts for something. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it does. It does. Fighting bigger people. It does. But again, it's who. You go up and you fight a dude who for a belt who's like, again, Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say somebody wins a belt that really shouldn't have won the belt and that was not deserving, or maybe it was emailed to them, or they got robbed. You know, there was a bad decision, and then you beat them. It doesn't hold as much weight. That's my point. It's not always the belt. It's who you beat. But the majority of the time, the belts are held by the best fighters. Tell the wife to adjust. Marco, Bam, and Monster are both the same height. So that makes it more even, you mean? Well, and also, don't forget, Bam is way younger. Isn't Bam like 23? He's going to fill out to be Inoue's weight. He's just not there yet. What the fuck is this shit? Alberto. Alberto is my resident link giver. Where is it? Here we go. Let's see what he's showing us. Something with Tank. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Hold on. It's this one. Yeah, it's not working. It's not working, Berto. I'm trying. It's just not working. Send it again. Rolly equals Stavern in terms of quality of champ. Stavern was a champ? Was he a champ? Wow. What? Send the link again. It didn't come out. James Toney versus Usyk. Oh boy. Usyk wouldn't engage with him like that. Tony prevails in the pocket. He'd have problems getting boxed. And Usyk's bigger and could hurt him, possibly. Actually, no heavyweight hurt Tony, but Usyk, I believe. And again, Usyk's still active, but fuck it. I didn't realize that Stavern had the belt. I thought Wilder had the belt when he fought him, but yeah. Well, you had that was the era that the heavyweight division was after Klitschko got beat and then Fury retired. You know, you had Joshua holding one belt, I believe, or whatever, and then the rest were floating around for a while until you got a couple dominant fighters. I'm getting huge upset vibe videos. I don't like the energy of Tank. I like you, my Nigerian brother, but
Get the fuck out of here!
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Tank is not seeing a therapist yet, which means that anger he has is going to go that way. It's gonna come out, and it's gonna be a nice fistful of NyQuil for my man, Mr. 130-pound Roach. Boxing is a sport that you have to be all in or all. He's in. He's in. He's anger. See, it's not all or nothing. He projects his anger onto the ring and his frustration. That's why he knows that if he starts seeing a therapist and did like what Wilder did, you know, ayahuasca, seeing a therapist, starting to deal with his feelings. See, when you go through, all of us have trauma, right, as kids. All of us. Some of us have it fucked up. My upbringing in Hell's Kitchen was fucked up, right? All of us have trauma. All of us have issues. And when you ignore it, it stays in you and it's always knocking at the door, and you get triggered. Little things trigger you. Something somebody does or says will trigger you. It'll remind you, you get angry, but it's all subconscious when you're not dealing with it. When it's just in there knocking, it's subconscious. And you might think, yo, nah, that dude just stepped on my Nikes. That's why I like stabbed him and fucking beat his mother's ass. But really, it's like, nah, that's not why. You were already triggered earlier because some shit might have happened, and this poor guy got the brunt of it. Like I took my shit out on many people that I shouldn't have. So once you start seeing therapy, though, once it comes out, that's when it metabolizes, and that's when your issues and your shit go through your system, and they finally, what's metabolized mean? You shit it out, it's gone. Tank knows that right now it's still there knocking, and he's using that. All the shit that he went through, I know he was in a group home, he had a fucked up, that's going to all come out and smash Roach's orbital bone. But if he saw a therapist, then I would say you're right. This therapist removed the fire, and the fire, he knows now that the fire can't be directed to Roach. The fire is direct, it's starting to burn out. And Tank knows that, and I respect him for that. So I disagree. I think his issues are not going to make him lose to Roach. If he was seeing a therapist like Wilder and taking ayahuasca and finding himself and all that like Wilder did, then we'll get the Wilder version we have now of Tank. But Tank's not there yet. And he's smart. He knows not to do that just yet. Just saying. Hearns versus Bivol. I don't even know if anybody was even listening to anything I just said. The ayahuasca is, it's a plant. I'm not sure what they do with it. You drink it. I'm not. Apparently, you violently vomit first. Then, fuck that. Great one. I don't know. Maybe B-Hop because he's just naturally bigger. Well, they're the same height, but went to my chiropractor last week. I told her straight up, I'm the paying customer. You adjust. If you're right, he isn't seeing the therapist. No, he's not. He said it. If you see it, he literally said that. He goes, I don't want to see a therapist because I don't want to lose the fire in me. He used those exact words. Thank you. And I could be wrong. You could be right. Maybe he's getting, you know what I'm saying? Like Jared Anderson, here's an example. Jared Anderson, his mother is a fucking therapist. His mother is a therapist. So that's why he's where he is. He's dealing with his emotions. He's not taking his shit out where he needs to take it out to be successful in the ring. He's dealing with his emotions at the young age of 23 or whatever he is already. And look what's happening to him. I'm telling you guys, fighting is not a natural thing. We are not made to fight all the time. That's why they say it's fight or flight. That's why, I know I went through it. There's so many days that's why I would take so much time off of boxing. I didn't always want to go in there and fight. It's not natural to punch somebody else and hurt them, and it's not natural to get hit. That's why you get fucking damage from it. If it was a natural thing, you wouldn't get damage from it. So you have to have that fire in you to be a successful boxer. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Probably Vitali. He could probably just keep him on the outside and box him. That's a good one. I think Tony. No. I don't know. I don't know. Ayahuasca is shrooms on steroids. I never tried it, but Mark, you beautifully stated 100%. When you cook like that, you got to repeat it and stare at the camera. Jared crying on Roy Jones' shoulder right now. Yeah, man. Tank needs anger management like Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson. Marco, you cracked addict. Oh, boy. Okay. Guys, take care of this guy. Thank you. Never smoked crack, by the way. Grew up around a lot of it. Grew up in the crack era, but never smoked it. Never sold it either. Sold weed, not crack. I didn't fuck with crack or coke. Wilder versus Morrison. Wilder. Wilder fucking takes him out. Luis Ortiz versus Liston. Probably Ortiz because he's too big. You know what I mean? I would say Ortiz because he's too big. That's what I would say. What you guys think? Rohan Polanco versus Mario Barrios. Does he dominate the likes of Alex Roca? I don't know. Great question, though. Faster hands, Amir Zab. Ooh. Wow. Didn't they fight? Yeah, that's when Zab got hit low, right? And he kind of quit. I think Amir has faster hands than Zab. But just by a little bit. Very close. What big-time fighter of the past would you say your style most resembles? No, I transitioned. I was more like Roy. I literally tried to be an exact replica of Roy. It was Roy. It was a little bit of Terry Norris. Tried to throw in some Prince Nassim with some power shots. It was like Roy and Terry Norris. That's what I tried to be. Those were my idols back then. Yeah, Terry Norris was dope. Roy was when I was working. Terry Norris when I was just going to attack. Just plant my feet deep like a redwood and boom, attack. That was Terry Norris. Power speed he had was crazy. Anyway, all right, people, I'm gonna bounce. This was dope. I probably won't be around tonight, but you'll get the alert if I am, but definitely tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Peace.